Hello, welcome back to How to Make a Game in Unity for Beginners. My name is Dustin, and last time what we did is we created this ending scene to kind of end our game once we complete all the levels. We also added this quit button here for our player to quit out of our game, and then we also created a restart button so that we delete everything in our player prefs that we've saved and the game starts over. So what I want to do now is so I noticed that we had a little bit of an issue. Um, I realized that while we play our game, we actually did not give our um, player any way to quit out of the game during the gameplay. Um, Meaning, if the player wanted to quit, for the most part, they would have to complete the game to get to this quit button, and we don't want them to have to do that. I mean, there are other ways to figure out how to close an application, but we want to make it easy. So what I want to do on our Canvas prefab, I want to go into our pause screen. I'm going to activate it so we can see it. And I'm going to duplicate this save button by hitting Control D. I'm going to drag it over here to this corner. I'm going to anchor it to the top right. And I'm going to change this to say quit button. Quit button. Just like that. So now, in the text, I want to say quit, and then I want to go into our UI manager script, and I want to create another function underneath save game, and we're going to call it public void quit game. And then we're going to do the same thing that we did on the end screen and just say application dot quit, like that. And then if we save that, go back into Unity, wait for it to compile, and then let's go into one of our levels. Oh, hold on the prefabs first, on the canvas, we need to deactivate our pause screen. And if we just go into level 1, I just want to make sure that our button is on our pause screen, and there it is. So now we have the ability to quit. Perfect. So now that we have that fixed, what I want to do is I want to go on to our last scene, our ending scene, where we created this restart button, and I'm going to go ahead and hit play, and I'm going to click restart, and this should clear out our player prefs. And then if we hit play, go back into our main menu scene, hit play again, we no longer have this continue button here. So I did that because now what I want to do is I want to build the game in build settings, and if we have anything stored in the player prefs, it's going to build that as well, and we don't want that. So what I want to do now is that if I hit Control Shift B to bring up the build settings, we have all of our scenes in our build settings list. We want to make sure that our main menu is at the very top, then our levels are in order after that, and then our ending scene is at the very end. And then I have PC, Mac, and Linux standalone selected for what to build to. You could also choose Android, iOS, Apple TV, Xbox, PlayStation. You can build whatever G you want to, but I'm going to keep it at PC, Mac, and Linux. And maybe I'll create another video on how to make it so that you can put this game onto a phone like an Android or iPhone or something like that, because there's a little bit more that we got to cover in order to do that. But for the most part, all we really got to do is just hit build. So if we hit build, it'll ask us where we want to save it to. I just want to save it on my desktop for now. So if I just select the folder, and it will start building the game. So this might take a while, depending on the size of your game. So I will be back as soon as this is done. Alright, so now that it's finished building, it popped up with my file explorer showing me my desktop, and you can see my first game is right here. So if we just go ahead and minimize all of this, you will see that it has also created the my first game here as well. So from here we can just open it up, and then it'll ask us a couple of questions here: what screen resolution we want, graphics quality, whatever you want to do, whether or not it's windowed. But we can just leave all this at default settings and just click play. So it'll pop up with the Unity splash screen, and our game has started. So now if we just hit start, we can play through our entire game. So, and I think that's really going to cover it for this video. From here, you can just put your game wherever you want it to be, and you have yourself a working game. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe. Comment down below if you have any questions or comments. If you have any ideas on how to make this series a little bit better, do things a little bit differently, be sure to comment below. But until then, I will see you next time.